Okay, so I'm not a vlogger, I'm just posting because I've been feeling with these props. I got buckets of props, and I got the Dahl 5045, the Dahl 5046 Cyclone, the Racecraft 5040, and the Avan Emax prop, and the Gemfan 5152. All right, so all of them about the same weight, maybe give or take 1 or 2 grams. This one is extremely light, which this is the lightest one. That weigh 70 grams. These are about 16 grams. So that's the lightest one out of all of them. So to get to the point, okay, these 22 grams, probably the heaviest one out of all of them. Good prop, durable, and most of the time I don't have to tune or anything. I can just throw these on and fly. No problems most of the time. Only thing is when you go to turn and you're doing a high speed, it feels like you're about to fall out of the sky. So you fly kind of sloppy on turns. That's the Dahl 5045, but good prop. You can go fast and you don't have to tune. Same thing with this thing, the Dahl 5046, a little bit lighter, and the tips are cut, so it's a little bit more responsive than this prop, but it doesn't have as much thrust, but it turns a lot better, so it's better handling, and you can turn in the curves. Plenty of this good bit of thrust there, not as much as the 5045. Okay, then you got Racecraft, which is 5040. They only weigh 16 grams, lightweight prop, high KV. Thing about this prop, once you get to about 75% throttle, and I run XNOVA Lightning, the 2400 kV motors. Once you get to a certain percent of the throttle, there's no more power there. It just maxes out, flattens right out, and you go nowhere. But very responsive. Like I say, I guess like everybody else says, for freestyle. If you're gonna be racing, I don't know, just depends on how you fly. And then you got this prop. This to me is, and let's see, hold on, it weighs 20 grams. And to me, this is a better prop to use than using a quad blade. It's very grippy on the low end, and it turns great. And it's got more punch than a quad blade, I think. To me, it feels like it does anyway. And it turns just as good. It's not as grippy, but it turns good, and it's got a little bit more punch. And it's fairly durable, lightweight prop. And like I said, I use 2400 kV. So if you're running 2400 kV, 2500 kV, this is a good prop. All right, then there's this guy, and it weighs in at 20 grams, 21 grams, give or take, whatever my scale's off. This is the Gemfan 5152. And once again, I am running the XNOVA Lightning 2400 kV. I always stay around 2400 kV because I like to get a lot of flight time, because I don't have much time to fly, so I try to stay efficient as possible. Anyway, 5152. This prop, it doesn't do as good at slow speeds. It gets a little bit floppy. But the trick to this prop is stick time. Out of all these props, this is the fastest, most responsive prop at a high speed. You just gotta have stick time in with it. And I'm only running 2400 kV. This is the first prop that I have seen is this efficient at such a high speed. It's just as fast as the Racecraft prop, but it's more efficient, and it's lightweight, so you can run it on 2400, 25, I say 2600 kV, and you'll still get around at least 2 minutes plus. I don't care how hard you're flying, but very efficient prop right here, 5152 on, like I said, I'm using 2400 kV. To me, right now, this is gonna be my choice, because if you want to run a race, you want to go fast, and at high speed, this prop handles great. If you're a beginner, you're not gonna like this prop, but if you've been flying, you're gonna love this damn prop, because at high speeds, it's excellent. You can make a mistake and you can get back. And it's pretty durable, so you know, Everybody's probably gonna stick to one of these three. And out of these three, the Doll, Cyclone, the Avant, and Gemfan, I'd have to say Gemfan for most racing applications. To me, if you're on a tighter track, either one of these will work. Either one. This one's gonna give you more control than this one. This one's gonna give you a little bit more punch than this one. So anyway, overall winner, Gemfan, 5152. And I'll show you my setup. I'm running I got a Pulse 1350. I think it's like 100 and some grams or whatever. But I'm running it on, I like the KRAKEN. That's what I fly, the KRAKEN. And it weighs in at, like I say, it's the KRAKEN Stretch Dicks. And it weighs in at, battery and all, it's weighing in at 466 grams. If I put a GoPro on there, it's gonna be roughly, it's gonna be, what is it, 4, that's gonna be plus 2.